I have to go back on history and look at Mizzou as Mizzou, man. And that we're talking hoop
A
and
1,000%. 1,000%. Agree with you.
Hey, Mizzou's played for more SEC championships than y'all have, so you got to respect them right now.
I mean,
no, I don't.
no,
Hey,
No, I don't.
no.
Hey, listen.
Having been in the big, having been in the Big 12 and the Big 8 and those kind of things with Missouri, no.
See, this is why adding Oklahoma and Texas is so good, though. Go ahead, Tim.
Listen, Oklahoma and Texas, we ain't in Kansas no more, baby. We ain't in Kansas no more.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Gonna get interested, man. And speaking of, man, listen, Beamer spent some time out there in Norman, in Oklahoma. So I thought, again, the SEC showing a little, humor here by lining them up with Oklahoma instead of Texas. They're at Oklahoma, stat guy, and I don't know if I'll be able to make that one, but I'm gonna try.
No, that's the week you're in Texas.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas. Yeah, that is right. I'm in Texas, so I won't be at that game. So listen, man, this schedule right here, South Carolina always is top 3 in the SEC as far as difficulty of schedule. I don't think it changes that much this year either. I mean, it's a little bit easier. They don't get Georgia, but they replace Georgia with Bama. So, and then they add Oklahoma. But outside of, if you look at Alabama, Oklahoma, and then of course their rivalry with Clemson, they get Ole Miss at home. They get LSU at home.
A&M at home.
A&M at home, and then your road games are at Kentucky, outside of Bama. It's at Kentucky and Oklahoma, and then Vanderbilt. I mean, Kentucky and Vanderbilt, those are winnable games, even on the road. So, and then you start out with Old Dominion. Stat guy, how you feeling, man? I mean, you got Lenore Stellars coming in at quarterback. So,
I mean, the last few days in the portal make me feel a lot better about the season.
You just got Rocket Sanders from Arkansas and the North Texas running back.
Yep. Jay McGowan's the South Carolina native from Vandy, wide receiver, kick return specialist. So got a couple defensive tackles out of the portal as well. The guy from Pitt.
Feeling good about Overton from Texas A&M, the D tackle?
Feeling okay about him. But I'll be honest, the Old Dominion game, God, why do we schedule teams that beat Power 5 teams? Quit. Schedule either let us play Kansas first week of the season or let us play Furman, man. Old Dominion has given Vatech and Virginia absolute nightmares for like 8 years in a row, it seems like. And now we invite them down to Columbia. Why?
It's like Ole Miss or App State.
Yeah, and you don't schedule. Yeah, no way. Don't schedule.
I don't want to see. We should win that game, but that's not the team you want to see week 1 with a new quarterback. Look, I like the way our schedule sets up. You take care of business at home against Old Dominion. You go on the road. Kentucky's starting a quarterback that's never started a game before. They're replacing a lot of pieces around him. Very winnable game. You then get LSU, who struggles on the road. They're starting a new quarterback. Our defense is going to be the backbone of the team this year. I think our defense is going to be much improved. I'm expecting us to have a top 30 defense this year. Look, I mean, there's not a far universe.
It's still LSU.
Look, dude, we could very easily be 3-1 heading into the bye with Ole Miss coming to town. Ole Miss, the birth of Stan Storm back in 2009. Place will be rocking. Why they had to give us Alabama before we go to Oklahoma, that was just brutal. I was watching it, and as soon as that came on, I was like, you got to be kidding me. They don't want to give us Vandy that. Why couldn't we flip them in Vandy? I'd have just flipped them in Vandy. Absolutely brutal.
I think that 3-game stretch is the stretch that's going to tell what South Carolina is. Ole Miss at home, at Alabama, and at Oklahoma, sandwiched in between those 2 byes.
Just nightmare. Now coming out of that, we should have a very good November again. A&M at home, Vanderbilt on the road, Missouri at home, Wofford at home. I could see us out of those 5 games. I could see us definitely going 4-1 those last 5. So that's doable. I will let you know. The plane tickets are purchased. I will be in Oklahoma on October the 19th, that entire weekend. And South Carolina just doesn't lose when I go to football games. And don't worry if I've been to football games if they've lost to already. We're undefeated when I go to football games.
North Carolina when you went?
Nope,
North Carolina when you went to that game? And
South Carolina's never lost a football game that I've flown to. How about here we go? South Carolina has never lost a football game that I've flown to. They're undefeated. So
okay.
we're good to go.
Take care of you when you lose this one. We'll be sure to take good care of you after that.
I appreciate it. So we're gonna roll out there. Hopefully it's the Mazio Bennett Jr. show, number 3 in action. And hopefully get to watch my guys score a couple TDs against them ugly Sooners. But I'll be honest.
Wow.
The blank schedule.
You've been on the Sooners all year, man. I feel you, bro.
It's coming. I got to stick with it now. But look, when I just saw the template schedule and just saw the teams, not really knowing how it was setting up, in my mind I was like 4-8, 5-7. After seeing how the schedule plays out and what we've done in the portal the last couple of days, I really think that we could go 6-6. Obviously, come next year, come summer, I'm probably going to say something dumb like we're going to go 10-2 because I'm an idiot. But realistically, I think we can go 6-6 and go to a bowl game next year. And I think that's fine and great for taking steps forward.
Yep. Jason, what you think about the Gamecock schedule before we move on to Tennessee?
I'll go with his first record prediction. The first one, 4-8, 5-7. Nah, man, I think look, I just think it's a tough situation there. I think that Old Dominion game is losable because they're freaking good, At Kentucky is another. I mean, you start off the season really with 3 really damn tough games. So, and then I don't know what it's up with Akron these days. I don't think they're any good, right? But
no, that's cupcake.
It could be a tough. I mean, you could.
October is definitely not a great month for them.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough opening. So then you get a bye week, and then you get Ole Miss, Bama, and Oklahoma. So it don't get hard. It don't get easier, in between the byes. So I think that theoretically you could go into your first bye with, at best, you're 2-2. That's my thoughts probably. And then after the bye, you go to what, 2-5 at that point.
Yeah, and then we go 4-1 in November, and we go to a bowl game.
I could see Old Dominion as a win, possibly at Kentucky. So we'll say 2, Akron 3.
At Kentucky is a win.
I think they can. They split with Kentucky every year. That's why I say that doesn't change. The only thing changed about that is the time frame of the game. They normally play them back half of the schedule. I'm not saying they are gonna win, but if I'm looking at trying to go bowling for them, Old Dominion, Kentucky, Akron, A&M.
Yeah, I'm busting chops. I mean, Wofford being in there,
Vandy and Wofford. Yeah,
that's what I said. We going bowling.
6. I think 6-6 is what they, like. I'm be honest. Like if they're 4-8, then people, I don't care. I know that 2025 is the year that a lot of Carolina fans are looking for. But I'm looking at the schedule and how it sets up. 4-8 is a disappointment, regardless of difficulty or whatever. Because like I say, Wofford, Akron, Old Dominion should be wins. That's 3, and then you got at Vandy. That should be a win. That's 4. Right there. And then of the other games, you should be able to get 1 or 2 of those, even if they're 5-7 or 6-6. So I think that's how it'll play out. You know what I'm saying? I think 6-6 is a reasonable expectation for this South Carolina team coming up. And who knows what else Shane Beamer's doing in the portal. So I know some talks about a quarterback, you know what I'm saying? Possibly AJ Swan from Vandy. I don't know.
You better go get Malik Murphy.
Well, I saw somebody post that Georgia was interested. I don't know how interested, so we'll see. Especially with the news about
Oklahoma better be interested. Malik is a bad dude.
So hey, it's like that, man.
Hey,
so
circle your calendar, Jason. October 19th, that weekend, the Gamecocks are rolling to town. Have to put up with the stat guy. I'll be there
with you, bro. No worries.
I'll be there to paint your city black and garnet.
Hey, that guy wants to smoke.
trying to get us beat up. I ain't doing all that. You'll be on your own, man.
I know, right? I know, right?
Hey, just come bail me out of jail. Come bail me out of jail is all I ask for.
Got it jumping like it's that valley. I call my dogs out the pound. Let's go eat. debate. Who really hold down the Southeast from state to state? What team hungry gonna eat everything up off they plate?